Hi, are you ready to play with some mark making in your nature journal this summer? Well, I've got a great technique for you that I adopted from a YouTube video by this artist, Louise Heinzel, and her YouTube work is about creating junk journals. And I'll put a link to her YouTube in the description below so you can see what it was that I was inspired by. She uses this printmaking technique while traveling, and I adopted it and changed it to use this printmaking technique with floral textures. What you'll need will be some floral material, and I recommend looking for something with texture. Here's a leaf that, while it's a great shape, when I rub it on the back, there's not too much that's dimensionality. There's not too much texture. But all of these things have really great texture. You'll need the plant material. You'll need some ink that has the ink pad that sticks up away from the base. So you can see the ink pad there that sticks up away from the base. I like these archival inks by Ranger. They're small and easy to travel with and handle. You'll need some modeling clay that does not dry. This is something I picked up in one of the big box stores. It's plasticine clay or plastilina modeling clay, and it never hardens. That's the key. You don't want self-baking or self-drying clay, anything like that. A friend gave me this. She got off of Amazon, and I'm using that craft clay. You can do any color. I prefer the white because I think it's easier to see where the ink is. But just a small bit of this plasticine clay and some paper and you're ready to go. When you go out to collect your plant material, be sure that it feels textured, that there are some raised areas that give it some dimensionality. This leaf has a great shape, but not enough texture. This I pulled off, and I'll show you my example with this one. I was deadheading some geraniums. This is going to be perfect. This fern has some nice texture on the back. So all of these, oh, and then I love this. This is a little piece of dill that had gone to flower, so that will work. I'm going to take my clay and mush it around, kind of soften it up, and basically press it out into the shape of what you're going to be printing. So I'm going to do this one first, so I want this clay to be kind of long and narrow. Once I have the basic shape, I'm going to set it down over my plant material, and now I'm pressing with the palm of my hand to get the impression of the plant material on my clay. Lift it up, and I'm going to pull the plant material out. Ooh, that's nice. And you can see the impression is left behind. I'm taking my ink and simply swiping it along my clay. And this is why I like the white clay to work with, because I can see it really clearly. When I was working with the darker clays, the browns and the blacks, is a little hard to see. And I can adjust my ink and put a little bit more where I know I need it. Like that. Once I have my ink applied, I'm going to flip this upside down, try not to jiggle it, and then just press down with, again, the palm of your hand and your fingers, and lift it up and hold your breath. Ooh, that's a cool shape. I can go back in. What I do like to do is go back in and take my pen and kind of define that shape a little bit more. Just gives the viewer something a little more interesting to look at and helps with the definition. And I'll probably work all around that. Now, I could certainly do additional prints. I'm not touching this. I'm just going to go over it with another color. And I'm going to see if I can get some of that inside a little bit more inked up. There we go. Let's see what happens when I do this print. Pressing down with the palm of my hand and then lifting. Oh yeah, there we go. Love that. When you're ready to do another print of a different plant material, just take your clay and smush it up. It doesn't matter that it's going to hold some of that ink. You just get to remake the shape. I'll show you what these other plant pieces will look like. And Louise, thanks again for the inspiration. I hope you all have fun recording, making some marks in your journal and recording the bits of your garden this summer. If you like this video, please like down below and subscribe.